affirmative sides of the house and opposition sides of the house. Please check which sides of the house you are.
Tulisannya tanpa hal. Kalau ini 0,75.
Alright, we will now begin the debate. You have 30 seconds to introduce your team. Your time starts now.
Destined by fate and guarded by fate. Today's the date of our debate. The nation betrayed is with
Affirmative team. Affirmative team. Please change seats. Affirmative opposition. Affirmative opposition.
Orangnya follow aja ke kiri.
Tadi mereka udah di sini.
Sar. Nanti pegangin di situ.
Punya.
Alright,
Pegang baik, ada masalah kok minyak-minyak. Sini. Jangan goyang-goyang.
Destined by fate and guarded by fate. Today's the date of our debate. Is nation betrayed is with love and hate. So why do we witness of a debate? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm the chairman of the committee. My name is Kamila Fitri. I'm the first speaker, and beside me is Novella Olga Istiqomah, is the second speaker, and beside her is Ataya Putri Enggracia Narenda is third speaker. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, honorable judges, respect, proposition team, and all audience. I'm Nurul Batari Toja as the first speaker, and Aulia Safitri as the second speaker, and Hoki Mira as the third speaker. We are from South Sulawesi, and we are the opposition team who strongly oppose this motion. Child protection regulation in Islamic boarding school should be based on Sharia instead of national law. Thank you.
Alright, affirmative team, please state your arguments. You have 4 minutes and your time starts now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, respect the judges, moderator, and fellow debaters. Child protection regulation in Islamic boarding school should be based on Islamic law rather than national law, because Islamic law provides a more comprehensive and deeply rooted framework for ensuring the safety, welfare, dignity, and right for the children starting from the womb. Islamic boarding schools are religious institutions. Their regulations should be guided by Maqasid Sharia, especially at protest of life, reason, and nafs. Legion of Hizanat and Warner Islam al-Irt. According to the Journal of an Islamic University, highlight child protection in the national versus Islamic law, but framework exists in Indonesia, but Islamic law over more religious sanction that children complete in the religion communities. Since Islamic law especially recognize and protect children even before birth, ensuring the right to life, inherent dignity, and protection from the violence. In a provided more comprehensive framework than national law for presented settings, presented of Islamic institutions are based governed by Islamic law to guarantee authentic and contextually relevant child protection. Continue to the second speaker. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as what the first speaker said, Islamic law provides a more comprehensive, the most relevant, robust, and effective child protection in Islamic boarding school. Is which grounded in the Sharia. Sharia places the principle of Maqasid Sharia, namely Hifzun Nafs of protection of life, and Hifzun Nafs of protection of progeny as primary pillars, and maintains the religious-based regulation carry a higher level and address compared to national regulation. Data from Indonesian Ministry of Religious Affairs 2022 indicate there are over 36,000 pesantren are under Sharia foundation. Dalam Journal 2021 affirms the compatibility of Maqasid Sharia with comprehensive modern children's rights because it incorporates moral values and spiritual responsibility. Okay, we will continue the third speaker. Right, thank you. As what my first and second speakers say, that child protection regulation for pesantren should be based on Sharia law, not national law. Okay, before it, let me start with the question. What educational institution has been able to survive for hundreds of years in the archipelago? The answer is clear. Islamic boarding schools. Why have Islamic boarding schools survived? Because they are based on Sharia law. Institutions without Sharia religious values, such as public schools, have fallen by the wayside of history. Meanwhile, data from Ministry of Religious Affairs in 2022 shows that there are more than 36,000 Islamic boarding schools with 4.5 million students. This is clear evidence that Sharia law has not enabled Islamic boarding schools to survive, but also continue to grow. Sharia is relevant to child protection. The principle of Maqasid al-Sharia places Hizb an-Nafs and Hizb an-Nasl as the main pillars. The 2021 Al-Ankam Journal even emphasized that Sharia is in line with modern children's rights and is even more comprehensive because it instills moral and spiritual responsibility. From a social perspective, national regulations are often seen as bureaucratic, but Sharia-based regulations, they are understood as religious comments. Therefore, the level of compliance is much higher. 2022 report by PPNU and the Ministry of Women's Empowerment and Child Protection also states that an Islamic-based approach is much more effective in Islamic boarding schools. And the proof is there. The child-friendly Islamic boarding school program in West Sumatra 2023 shows prohibition against violence and are more easily accepted when living to manners, while prohibition against abuse are understood as protecting one's honor. Program evaluation confirms the Sharia approach. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now you have 4 minutes and your time starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, I will give you the definition from our point of view. Regulation to keep children safe in Islamic boarding school, rules mainly from Islamic boarding school, principle excluding law as the main source. Our goals is clear. Equal legal protection for children under national law as the binding standard, so no child will right just because of where they study. Ladies and gentlemen, in this debate, national law must remain the legal backbone for all Islamic boarding schools. Sharia-based may serve as additional guidance, but Sharia value may serve as additional guidance, but the binding authority must be national law to ensure consistency and equality. Okay, coming to my argument. My first argument is legal consistency and enforcement. National law creates one clear and binding standard for all schools. This ensures the government can directly act when abuse happens. For example, in 2022, a Islamic boarding school teacher who abused student was prosecuted under National Protection Child Law. If only Sharia apply, punishments might depend on internal pesantren discussion, which could be based or too soft. Therefore, national law guarantees strong and consistent enforcement, while Sharia only rules with an equality and weight protection. Thank you. My first speaker will explain that national law gives clear, consistent, and enforceable product standards for all children. Maybe the opposition team will say national law is too general and doesn't match Islamic boarding school culture. National law sets minimum product standards that apply to everyone. No, thank you, but Islamic boarding schools are free to add their own cultural and religious rules as long as they don't violate. So this means that national law is flexible. It's enough to fit Islamic boarding school. Let me add one more argument. So my first argument is complete and moderate coverage. National law covers all types. Okay. Even though the Indonesian Constitution and the Child Protection and Children's Rights States are not in conflict with Islamic law. So, and the Constitution number 25, 2014 about the child protection children after birth. But there is something about the unborn children. Thank you. Okay, I will answer it in my argument. So, national law covers all types of abuse, including modern child language. Sharia rules may focus more on violation, but not on complex new cases. Therefore, national law ensures every child is protected from both traditional and modern traits, while Sharia values can still guide moral character. And my other argument is national law sets another argument is national law ensures legal accountability. If a violation occurs, the person responsible can be investigated and prosecuted under formal law. This guarantees that no case can be ignored or hidden. Without national law accountability, because unclear and justice for children is a risk. Sharia affairs are essential for moral guidance, but they must work inside the national legal framework. This is the only way to protect all children equally and fairly.
Honorable adjudicators, in this debate, I have to agree in class. First, the proposition wants Sharia replace national law as the main system for child protection in Islamic boarding school. Second, we believe national law must remain the foundation while Sharia serves as moral and cultural ingredients. This difference is not small. It changes however Islamic boarding school in Indonesia protect its students. So let's see the impact if follow our model. First, equal protection every child no matter with Islamic boarding school so they get the same legal child. To cover all abuse from traditional issues like the single violence and modern threats like cyberbullying and online exploitation, national law has clear procedures to protect victims. Because of that, if we follow the proposition no, thank you. Protection becomes inconsistent and some cases may be handled only internally with greater punishment. In conclusion, Sharia values are the essential for moral ingredients. Thank you.
Now the opposition team, please ask a question. You have 1 minute and your time starts now.
Okay.
Opposition. Opposition team, please ask a question.
Okay, my question is, will Sharia reject national law intervention in serious cases? And doesn't national law guarantee universal protect and more measurable standard since it had clear monitoring system? Thank you.
And the last question, why should religious law override national law when children's rights are universal and must be protected equally? Thank you.
And one location, what if Islamic one is different in Sharia interpretation? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now the affirmative team, please answer the questions. You have 2 minutes and your time starts now.
Okay, I will answer your question. Data from Indonesian Ministry of Religious Affairs 2022 indicate there are over 36,000 pesantren under Sharia Foundation. The Al-Hakam Journal 2021 affirms the accountability of Al-Qasidi Sharia with comparison modern children's rights because it incorporates moral values and spiritual responsibility. Report from PBNU, Ulama, and Ministry of Women, Environment, Child Protection 2023 confirm that as Islamic boarding Islamic-based approach is more effective with the standard. Okay, yes, National Regulation number 18 of the 2019 say that Islamic boarding is independent in regulatory system.
So for the last question, you said that what if? So you're still dope with your question, so I will never answer it. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Now the affirmative team, please ask the questions. You have 1 minute and your time starts now.
Okay. Sharia-based accountability doesn't have an official oversight body, so the risk of impunity is getting right. Thank you. Repeat, please. Okay, thank you if you don't hear my question. Sharia-based accountability doesn't have an official oversight body, so the risk of impunity is greater, right? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Now the opposition team, please answer your question. You have 2 minutes and your time starts now.
Thank you for the question. I will answer. Many Islamic boarding schools that apply Sharia-based system show higher discipline, stronger potential trust, and fewer behavior issues. This is documented in various comments. No, thank you. Reports it works not just in theory but in practice across Indonesia. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Now the affirmative team, please state your rebuttals. You have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank God who created by paying for reading and reading for reading and reading for knowing and knowing for understanding and this understanding to make you understand by God's will. Okay. Now I would like to present a report regarding the statement that rules for the children Islamic boarding must always be based strictly on the national law. I believe this is not justly the case and we need to understand this matter more deeply and considering the unique characteristic of Islamic boarding as regular education institution. Pesantren have especially content and unique values. Pesantren are merit pleased to the academic. Pesantren are the merit for learning but also center for the character development, spirituality and the moral guidance based on Islamic value. Therefore, here rules applied and pesantren shall rather these values to enter effective guide. In the rules strictly follow national guide, in the rules strictly follow now cultural and religious and cultural value pesantren. Thank you. Next to the second speaker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, pesantren have autonomy in managing their internal regulation. Within the national and religious education system, pesantren are recognized as independent institutions with the authority to regulate their own learning and guidance process. Forcing our rules to strictly follow national law and undermine independence of pesantren in managing their unique internal affairs according to their specific needs. The objective of rules in pesantren differ from general society law. Continue with third speaker.
Okay, thank you. Harmonizing national law and pesantren rules is more appropriate than enforcing uniformity. Instead of strictly imposing that pesantren rules with 100% based on national law, the ideal approach is to find harmony between the two. This way, pesantren rules made in accordance with national legal standard without losing the religious and cultural values that define pesantren. Thank you.
As we know, Al-Aslu Baki, originality in the Azerite Islamic boarding school has been shutting away before national law will exist. Islamic boarding schools have existed since a long time ago, not just years ago, not just decades ago, but centuries ago. And the first specific distance in the century in the Java Island and the 13th century in Sumatra, where is the Islamic boarding school? The responsible journal of the Unka say that is the mind of the church in Majapahit in Jambi. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, thank you so much. Now the opposition team, please reply to the rebuttals. You will have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Time starts now.
Okay, thank you. The honorable judges, the proposition team do not give a better solution for this problem, and we are the proposition team give a better solution in my third speaker. Prevention without accountability is weak. Sharia moral approach is important, but without legal enforcement, abuser can still escape. National law ensures both punishment and deterrence, which strengthen prevention. National law must remain the backbone of child protection in Islamic boarding school. It ensures fairness, consistency, and complete coverage for all abuse cases. Sharia values are important for moral education, but the legal authority must stay with national law to guarantee equal protection for every children. Thank you.
National law must remain the main foundation
for protecting children is in Islamic boarding school. It ensures equal product, legal accountability, and modern abuse coverage. The proposition team, however, if the violation hidden by the authority of the no thank you by the owner of the Islamic boarding school because of the name of institution. How can you guarantee the violation instruction? No thank you. How can you guarantee that the violation can't be ignored?
Okay, educators, they say Sharia values are essential for moral obedience, but national law must remain the main legal foundation. So because of that, our model ensures safety, fairness, and justice for all. In closing, our team has presented complete fact, clear class, some logic, and analytical reasoning to support our side of the motion. So we have proven that no thanks, objection is not just better, it is necessary. Thank you.
We also can give you the best case. The best case is in opposition team, all Islamic boarding schools have equal legal protection with additional moral guidance that strengthens discipline. And the worst case in the opposition team is even if one Islamic boarding school tries to hide the case, national authorities can still intervene and enforce the law. Therefore, it's gonna be fair for all children in Islamic boarding schools.
Educators, the proposition team has answered my question, but it sounds like nonsense. So, therefore, I will begin with the current status quo. The call of mass jihad in Islamic boarding school in Sidoarjo shows that Sharia alone is not enough to protect children in boarding school, and Sharia gives us moral guidance, okay, about responsibility, but it does not regulate technical things like building or construction safety. That's why child protection shall also be supported by national law, so children are safe not only spiritually but also physically. Thank you.
Okay, for us, Sharia law is too weak to protecting children in Islamic boarding school. Okay, maybe if you want to do a moral education, maybe we can take it from Sharia. But to protecting children, to what rules we have to apply in Islamic boarding school, we as no thank you. We as the opposition team strongly believe that national law is the strong law that can be applied in Islamic boarding school. Thank you.
Yo.
Alright, thank you so much. Now the opposition team, please state your rebuttals. You will have 3 minutes and your time starts now.
Okay, honorable judges, cultural relevance means nothing without enforcement. Sharia can guide, but only national law ensures consistency and accountability across all Islamic boarding schools. Without legal force, protection risks being symbolic, not practical. Standardization under Sharia still dependent on interpretation, which might vary national law ensure one clear system, apply equality nationwide. Why? While still embracing Sharia value that makes it more valuable as a foundation. That is a misconception. National law does not replace Pesantren value. It only ensures children's rights and respect. Autonomy without safety and meaningless. Protection children's danger laws not weakening. That's why we probably oppose this motion. Child protection regulation in Islamic boarding school should be based on Sharia instead of national law. Thank you. Okay, national law must remain the backbone of child protection in Islamic boarding school. It ensures fairness, consistency, and complete coverage for all of these cases. Sharia values are important for moral education, but the legal authority must stay with national law to guarantee equal protection for every child.
Okay, our rebuttal when the proposition team tell us about their argument. So our rebuttal, the proposition team say Sharia more over complete protection, but moral and spiritual values from Sharia are indeed important, but they are already allowed and practice under national law. We don't need to remove the legal system to have moral obedience. No, thank you. And the second rebuttal, the proposition says national law is too general for Islamic boarding school. Boarding school portal, where in fact national law sets the minimum practice.
Okay, I'm sorry, I want to ask you about your argument. You always say that from the beginning to the end, Sharia is effective, Sharia is a guide and protection of the children in the boarding school. But what if there is the case that cannot be resolved at the Islamic boarding school? In the end, national law will also interfere. Thank you. Okay. The honorable judges, the proposition team, thank you for your question. If national law is enough, why do child abuse cases still happen in the pesantren, right? Unfortunately, abuse. Yes.
Thank you. You say that national law is truly secure the kids, right? So you say there's still child abuse in the Pesantren, right? So that means you say that national law is not enough.
No, thank you, but I just repeat your question. Sorry, I repeat it. Okay, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, abuse can happen anywhere, even under strong law. But with national law, we have system to take actions, such a prosecution and legal punishment. Without it, school may handle abuse quickly and inconsistently, which is more dangerous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, the affirmative team, please reply to the rebuttals. You will have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Time starts now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, fellow reporters, and the timekeeper. I agree that respecting community value is important, but when it comes to protection from the rebel children, the state must prioritize their right and safety over community, because the national law doesn't eliminate religious value without discrimination. Real case of violence in the Pesantren due to weak local legal oversight prove with the national law must take precedence to ensure maximum protection. While moral and ethical guidance is important, it is not enough without clear legal protection and enforcement mechanisms. Children are need the consistent legal safe to ensure their right and respect for violence. Many child protection in the Islamic boarding school are effective and accountable.
Alright, the second speaker said that Sharia law is too weak, but national law is also support us. National Regulation Number 18 of 2019 states that Islamic boarding school is independent in regulation their system. So you say that national Sharia law is too weak. So you guys fight for the national law, and you doubt that national law we're using? Yes or no? Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, respected judges, moderator, timekeeper, and fellow debaters. But national law are generally designed to regulate public behalf of protection and security, order and civil rights. Meanwhile, rules in Pesantren prioritize shaping the character, discipline, and spirituality of students. Thus, Pesantren is individualistic, nothing. Yes, your religious stuff, and Pesantren
You
tradition
have
and
to
their
accept the POI.
Yes, please. Does national law guarantee universal protection and more measurable standards thanks to the hospital monitoring system? Thank you. Yes, we guarantee. I have said, well, moral and ethical guidance is important is not the enough without clear legal protection enforcement and mechanisms. Children need to confront legal safeguards to ensure that right and respectful of violence, making child protection Islamic boarding school more effective and accountable. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Now the affirmative team, please summarize your arguments. You have 1 minute and your time starts now.
Masya Allah.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Semoga menyebarkan anak saya yang sekarang kesopan.
National Regulation Number 18 of 2019 states that Islamic boarding school is independent in the regulation their system. Since Islamic law explicitly recognize and protect children even before birth, ensuring right to life, inheritance, dignity, and protection from violence, it provides a mega comprehensive framework that national law puts on settings. Islamic boarding school, our institution, are best governed by Islamic law to grant authentic and contextually relevant child protection. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Now the opposition team, please summarize your arguments. You have 1 minute and your time starts now.
Honorable educators, this debate comes down to one clear-cut child protection in Islamic boarding school be based on Sharia law or national law with the Sharia as a moral ingredients. The opposition team has shown why only national law can guarantee equal, strong, and consistent protection. And they cannot answer our question. So when seeing the proposition team not really ready to support this motion. Our test in 3 points. The 2 points. First, legal accountability with national law. Adversary can be procedured in court without the case being hidden or solved internally with the weak consequence. 2. Congress corporates national law protects children from all forms of abuse, including modern threats like cyberbullying, where Sharia-only rules may not fully address. We are already give a worst case and the best case, and the worst case under proposition team is Islamic boarding school in treats Sharia differently leading to standard and possible cover-ups. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is the end of the debate. Please give a round of applause. Thank you so much for both teams. You can now go back to your seat while we wait for scoring.
There. Bisa,